Sky Squad, it's your boy DJ Richie Sky back with another video, and today we got to talk about Jen Shah. We got some news about Kandi Burruss. We also got to go inside Sheree's trip to Uganda with Portia's fiance Simon Guobadia, who is also just happens to be Fallon's ex-husband as well. Okay, well, almost ex-husband. I don't know if that divorce is final or not. So much going on. But if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so. Hit that notification bell button down below and join the texting community as well. Real quick, for those of you guys who are already in the texting community, you will know that I started a new podcast with Podcast One. Super excited about that. The first 2 episodes with T.S. Madison and Monique Samuels are out right now on Podcast One. Every Friday, you will get new episodes, and then on Monday or Tuesday, you guys will get the visual component to each episode on YouTube as well. So you got the audio on Podcast One, you got the video on the Unfiltered channel here on YouTube, so you get it both ways. Thank you to everybody who has been supporting me with this, and I am super excited about it. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into what we got to talk about, okay? Now, your girl Jen Shah has been forced out of the chalet, okay? The Shah Chalet is no more. Actually, it was never to begin with. What do I mean? Well, she was renting, okay? Now listen, I feel like anybody with 2 eyes could have been able to see that this lady was renting this chalet on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Now, I had already previously heard rumblings that there was somebody who was renting their home on that show. And sure enough, quite a few of them are renting their spaces, okay? We know that Meredith Marks indicated that she was renting her home as well. But, you know, with the whole Jen Shah situation, it almost made it feel like she was saying that she lived there, as in she owned the place, okay? But in my mind, because I could not fully tell what she did for a living, I said to myself, I don't know if she actually owns all of this. It's only 4 of them. It was her husband, her 2 kids, and 18 assistants. And I know all of them didn't live there with her, okay? Anyway, The Sun is reporting that your girl has been forced out of this place, okay? Forced out now, okay? They said she's being forced out of her luxury $4 million Utah home after she was charged with a vast wire fraud and money laundering scheme in March this year. Now, Shah, who is being, she's facing up to 30 years in prison if convicted. She apparently has to move out of the chalet because it's a luxury rental, okay? And it's now being put on the market by its real owners. Now, The Sun is reporting that the home is, it went on the market this Tuesday. Now, a Texas-based real estate rental company called Univesco Inc. has owned the 5-bedroom home since 2014. Now, according to the report, the seller has already had an offer with the home now pending or under contract, meaning Jen and her husband will have to vacate swiftly. They got to get out soon, okay? Now, apparently this is situated at the end of a quiet cul-de-sac. It's perched upon a bluff above the 8th and 10th holes of the renowned Tom Fazio designed golf club and spa, and is said to boast panoramic views and serenity. Serenity now? Okay. Now look, if you look here, this is a gorgeous view. It's a gorgeous view of the chalet. Good thing she was able to still film season 2 in the house, okay? So she didn't have to at least downgrade her perceived living accommodations for season 2 of the show. Thank God for that, you know. But dang, man, the hits just keep on coming. I hope that they have someplace else to go, you know, because, well, apparently she can't get no credit cards in her name, allegedly. All right. So I don't know what she's going to do, but hopefully she'll find a new place to live. Okay. Now we got to talk about your girl, Kandi Burruss. We're going to go ahead and go down to the A. Okay. Now, this pains me to my soul to talk about. It pains me to my soul. Number one, because I love me a good seafood restaurant, okay? I love me a good seafood restaurant just as much as I know y'all love it too, okay? And I also, it just, it hurts my soul because I love to see the black entrepreneurs win and stuff like that. But we got to talk about it nonetheless. And never fear, this story does have a happy ending. Now, the headlines read, Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kandi Burruss, Atlanta restaurant Blaze temporarily shuts down, fails health inspection over handling of raw food. Okay, this is what's going on. Now, apparently on May the 19th, okay, the Georgia Department of Public Health completed a routine inspection of the new spot Blaze. Okay, now here's what they found. The first violation was that they found that a food handler touched some raw oysters and raw salmon and then proceeded to handle ready-to-eat leafy greens with the same gloves on improperly. Moving from raw food to ready-to-eat foods is a source of cross-contamination. Listen, there's a lot of things that you guys can be aware of when you got a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? It's just busy. A lot of things to think about, okay? Now, apparently they lost another 4 points for failing to have procedures of supplies in place for employees to follow/use when responding to vomiting or diarrheal events that involve the discharge of vomitus or fecal matter onto surfaces in the food establishment. These are things that you just don't think of. I mean, I guess the likelihood that someone could get, the diarrhea, okay, or proceed to vomit as a result of eating something could happen in a restaurant because, you're handling food and you're eating and stuff like that. And sometimes stuff might not agree with you. But, dang, just things that you don't have, that I personally, listen, I don't own a restaurant. So for me, this is new to me. Okay. Now further, they said that the employees were not properly storing food at the correct temperatures. Now the report said that they observed that both prep coolers on the line across from the ovens have food that is out of temperature above 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, on the positive side, there were no bug or rodent issues found within well, thank God. Okay, thank the Lord. All right. Now back in December, the Blaze was awarded with an 88 and a B grade. In September, it was a 99% rating and an A grade. So with all this going on, they ended up with the 55 rating, okay? Now, they were instructed to make the necessary changes immediately, and Kandi did the right thing, shut the restaurant down, made the changes immediately, and now they are back open for business. Now that's good to hear. It's good to hear because in my mind, listen, y'all know I want people to win. I want people to win, but I want you to get it right. I want you to get it right, and I want you to win. So luckily, this was an opportunity for them to improve, and they did it, and now they're back on track. Now, and whenever I can make it down to the Atlanta, if I was going to make it my mission, I want to go by two places. I want to go by the Lanithia, okay, because I want to have some brunch. And in that same night, I would like to be going by the Blaze Seafood and Steak. Now, I don't eat steak anymore, but, I'm always down for some seafood. So, kudos to you, Kandi, for getting it back up to speed. So now I can give me some good seafood whenever I get down to the Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna have to apparently order a table at the Lanithia because the stuff is selling out. Okay. Anyway, shout out to them for, getting it on and getting it back popping rather quickly. Okay. Now I want to move on to Miss Sheree Whitfield. Okay. So I know that you guys had seen the reports of Simon Guobadia down to the Uganda, and then inconspicuously off to the side, if you look at the photos, you'll see Sheree Whitfield as well. So I wanted to know, why was Sheree there? What were they all doing there? Well, thanks to Google, a quick little search told me exactly what was going on. Okay, so if you Google Sheree Whitfield in Uganda, what you will find is that apparently American actress, okay, that's what they call her in the news, Sheree Whitfield expresses interest in investing in Uganda, okay? So here's what's happening. She and Simon were a part of a 16-member team led by Senegalese American celebrity and businessman Alioune Damala Badara, also known as Akon. Okay, y'all know Akon. Locked up. Okay. So they were in the country to explore opportunities because Uganda is gifted by nature with a rich cultural heritage that needs to be explored by the rest of the world. Now, this is what the statement reads. So Sheree said in the statement, I plan on coming back soon because I want to explore this country and its people more. You have the best weather and I see myself living here as my second home. Oh, it's popping like that in Uganda. Okay. Now, side note, for those of you guys who are interested in Africa, you know, I'm going to Cape Town at the end of December because I love it. It's amazing. But I watched this episode of, I don't know if it was a Vogue piece or something like that. It was with Naomi Campbell, and she was basically given a tour of her home in Kenya. And let me tell you something, it looked beautiful. It looked beautiful. Okay, anyway, I digress. Because. And Uganda and Kenya, two different places. Just to let y'all know. But anyway, so when you really look at everything that Simon is doing in the business world, and then when you think about these types of trips and who's going, Akon's going, you got Sheree now going, and you're looking at these types of opportunities and trips as business opportunities and investment opportunities, you got to actually think to yourself, this is a smart play. So now it makes me really kind of rethink a lot of things about Sheree. Now, I think back on her building Chateau Sheree and the amount of time that it took and whatnot. But you look at the finished product of what Sheree has been able to do and what she's been able to build for herself. And now you look at her as a potential investor in the Ugandan film industry and entertainment industry, as well as the real estate industry. These are some boss moves. And honestly, sometimes, y'all, you got to think about the company that you keep and where they can take you. You know what I'm saying? So getting into, you know, the same spaces with Simon and Akon and moving in those spaces, I'm sure it's starting to yield her some amazing returns. And they've probably been friends for longer than we even know. You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested now in seeing Sheree come back to the show with the knowledge of the things that she's doing in these other places. I think that season 14 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, it would be interesting to focus on getting back to Africa for their cast trip, to maybe visit Uganda and maybe seeing how they're building these enterprises, especially because Portia is going to be marrying the bag. I mean, Simon. It's going to be interesting to see how those things play out. I'm here for it. I am definitely here for it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I am so glad that my nosy self started to get into researching and finding out exactly what she was doing down there, because now I want to know more. And now I feel like this is a potential storyline for The Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14. And I'm really big on this because I am big on our people understanding how to invest, collaborate, and really explore spaces where we are readily welcome, and where we have heritage and history. And I just think that this is awesome. So to me, I'm excited about it. And I'm excited about what it's going to bring for, you know, Sheree. And I'm excited to see where this road takes us with this sort of group, the Simons, the Portias, the Shamias, the Sherees. I'm excited to see where this goes. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. I could definitely be off on a whole tangent right here, but I'm here for it. Anyway, let me know what y'all think down in the description down below. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and I will catch you guys in the next video.